As coronavirus information keeps changing, we are here for you every day with facts and answers to your questions, DBL Nation. Dr. Payal Kohli joining us live.
Yay.
Hey, Doc, before we get to viewer questions, we want you to weigh in on some new info about the ever-changing topic of vaccines. So after the FDA recently released new, stricter guidelines for the emergency use of a COVID-19 vaccine, White House officials are blocking them because those restrictions would basically guarantee that no vaccine could be authorized by Election Day. So, Dr. Kohli, what do you make of this? Is this the ultimate example of sacrificing public safety for political gain, or is there more to it? And I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
I have bad news. There really is no more to it. There is absolutely no scientific reason for the White House to block what the FDA is saying. And just to give you guys a little bit of context as to just how low the FDA has set that bar, they want to follow only half of the trial participants for at least 2 months or 60 days. Now, to put that into context, we normally take years of following patients before we release a vaccine to the public, and they're only saying half the people in the trial need to only be followed for 2 months, and the White House doesn't even want that. So absolutely, there's no reason from a safety standpoint why we shouldn't be doing this, and I'm really disappointed that this is happening.
That's scary. And on that note, Doc, we got some viewer questions for you. This one's from Mark. He asks, if a vaccine becomes available before Election Day, should the public proceed with blind faith that the White House and the FDA are aligned? I think I know my answer.
I know my answer too, and it's absolutely not. I mean, this is such a low bar. It's incredibly low for something that we're going to be injecting into millions of people. It could have effects for the rest of their life, and we're only following people for 2 months, and that's all we're asking for. So no, if it's rushed and it gets released before the election, we have not even cleared this very low bar, then absolutely I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't tell my family to take it or any of my patients.
This makes me really angry, really angry. Okay, so regarding the president's diagnosis, Annie asks, since the president got coronavirus, does this mean everyone else can get the same treatment as he's getting? Good question, Annie.
No, they can't, Annie. And the president got what I call the VIP treatment, which he should because he's the president of the United States. But it's not something that you or I could get if we got COVID and ended up in the hospital. So the antibody cocktail therapy was used under emergency use authorization, under compassionate use. And usually when we use something under compassionate use, it's when somebody's at the end of their life, they have no other options. The president was given that very early, so we wouldn't get that. The Regeneron, remdesivir that he received, Gilead's remdesivir that he received was given to him before he was even in the hospital, which is, again, not the way that it's designed to be used. And then the steroids, which are only supposed to be given to severe or critically ill patients, were given to the president when he was not in that condition. So, no, we would not get that VIP treatment that the president did. So our course may be very different.
All right, finally, Doc, Philip wants to know, there's only a little time left before the election. Do you think all candidates, infected or not, should cease campaigning and just focus on their health?
You know, that would be the easiest solution, Al, if they did that, because if everybody stayed home for 2 weeks, the hotspot, that's the White House, would die out. Now, of course, there's an election coming, so you have to weigh that. But I think in an era where we can do virtual campaigning and we're also connected, through technology, I really do think that would be a good way to kill this hotspot that has become the White House.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Kohli. We appreciate you as always.